old game
Ah,
that I grew up playing, actually.
awesome.
It was one of my favorite games. And we're live
And we're live.
ish,
Awesome.
I think.
Maybe. Well, if I could have my
Alrighty.
hand back, I'd refresh and find out.
Oh, oh.
Yep, we're
I don't
live.
know how stable it's going to be. Comcast is already giving me issues today, so.
All freaking day, apparently.
Ooh, cross our fingers. It's Monday.
It's Monday.
We're going to talk about writing.
Awesome.
I give up. Throw in the towel. I'm going to start working at McDonald's.
You're not going to
Would
start
you
working
like
at
some
McDonald's.
fries with that?
You don't speak Spanish.
I could go work at the McDonald's no.
Hi, Neo.
Hey, Neo. I saw Neo on Megan's live stream at the end of it on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's cool. And hung out with Megan and a bunch of other people.
Hi, KDC.
Hi.
Max says
Okay, so
hi, too.
I apologize. I'm exhausted. I have had 4.5 hours of sleep, and then I went to the gym, and then I've played, oh, I don't know, probably good more than an hour's worth of bowling.
And he's grumpy.
Yeah, and I'm grumpy.
He's grumpy
I,
tonight.
I just got back from the studio. Cool,
Awesome.
because he's a dancer.
He's a dance instructor. Stay alive?
Can't do that sitting down.
No.
No one wants to see that. Anywho, yeah, I'm at a loss. I
How's
don't
your writing been
know.
this week?
It's Monday.
Well, last week, since we talked last Monday.
Last Monday. I got quite a bit more done on Kingmaker and 7. I did that today too. Been
Awesome.
doing a chapter a day
On
for
both?
Kingmaker.
Oh,
Kingmaker. Rewriting 7 takes a little bit longer though.
yeah. Well, because you're rewriting it, whereas
Yeah.
Kingmaker, you're just polishing.
Yeah. I don't go to the gym on Mondays anymore. It's so hard to go on Mondays right now. Huh? I do it in the mornings.
I'm going to piss this cat off really bad.
Got up at 5. Got out of the house at about 6. I guess I pulled up just as you were leaving, or just as you left, because
Oh, yeah?
it wasn't. It was like 7:13 when I
Oh,
pulled up.
I left early this morning. It was like 7:02 when I walked out of the house.
Um, yep. So I even recorded how many calories I burned total while at the gym.
Yeah?
I'm doing a new study on it, a new case study.
Awesome.
I'll probably write an article about.
That's good.
Yeah, but yeah, 4.5 hours of sleep,
Not so good? Okay,
not
Max,
enough.
you gotta go. I got shit to do. I'm trying so hard while I'm doing this. I was trying to get it done before we started talking, but I'm a slacker. So while we're doing this, I'm going to keep cleaning my room.
All right. So in other words, she's not going to be paying attention to shit.
Yeah, I am.
KDC says, "Do you write blogs about crypto?" God, no. I'm not a big fan of it, but it pays. But if it pays, I'll write a blog for clients. Probably since crypto and NFTs and stuff like that are quite popular.
Yeah,
We'll probably get some decent traffic on it. I won't because I don't believe in either one. So it'd be pointless for me to write about it unless it's too bash it.
I lost
Which,
so much money with my Bitcoin.
really? The hell you say?
I only put 20 bucks in.
Hey, Lenny's here. Greetings from South Boston. Haven't seen you for a while,
Hello.
there, Lenny. You guys are like freezing up there, aren't you? I have a client in that area, and they've been processing a ton of frozen pipe claims. So I'm like, so does that mean we have an idea for the next article you want me to write? How to keep your pipes from freezing? Actually, I think he already sent that, so it's on the spreadsheet. But no, I don't write about crypto. I never thought it was going to go anywhere, mostly because I don't like the idea of investing in something that I don't have, that I can't hold in my hands, or that is tangible. So, like digital assets, nah, not for me.
It's like investing in somebody's imagination, essentially.
Pretty much. Well, though, isn't that what people do with books?
With books, I can have a physical piece of paper
Not
to
if you,
hold in my hand.
not with an ebook. Ah,
Very true. I'll stop buying ebooks.
gotcha on gotcha on that one. I like the smell of paper. The older the book, the better it smells, I think. My favorite book still was written in like 1938. It was one of my grandma's books, and I can't remember much of the story. I read it when I was like 10, but I remember the smell of the paper. It was a fucking old book. 3
So,
days ago, 9 below zero with 40-mile-an-hour winds, and today
ew.
47 degrees and sunny. Yep,
Sounds
we
like
have.
Colorado.
Yeah, we hit 39 today, but yesterday it was like pushing 60.
Yeah. Um, I love to read real books, real paper books, but I also at the same time
Don't
love
have
to
room in your
have the
house.
convenience. What?
Don't have room in your house for any more books.
I make room for more books.
Kick the boy out and turn his whole room into a library.
Okay, guys. Mike teases me, but he teases me because it's valid. At one point when we were still together, Mike told me if I brought home any more books, he was going to divorce me.
It was, yeah, but there's a stupid number of books in her house.
I have like 2,000 books in my house.
And that's not an exaggeration.
Uh-uh.
And that's not including stuff that's in storage.
Oh shit, I have books in storage too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like to read. Okay, I don't watch TV. I don't watch movies. I read.
Katie C says, I never trusted the currency. It's hard to trust something that's not backed by the government. It's an emotional currency. Yeah.
Yeah.
If people feel like the currency is bad, it'll drop like a rock in value. Oh yeah. And nothing practical accepts it. Like I can't pay my mortgage in Bitcoin.
Exactly.
I can't go to Walmart and buy my groceries with Bitcoin.
Yep.
And there's a reason why we have the currency set up the way we do, even though they've like fucked it up for the past 100 years.
Yeah.
But it's so that it's balanced. You could save 1,000 Bitcoin to buy XYZ products, and then the next day it'll be worthless.
yeah.
So the prices of everything would fluctuate just as much. And that is not very profitable. Katie C, would you ever write a blog about why you don't like AI or cryptocurrency? Apparently you don't pay attention to my blog because I've already done one on AI.
Yeah, you did it this week, didn't you?
No, I wrote the
Last
AI
week?
one. No, it's been out for a while.
Oh.
I think I wrote a couple of months ago.
I thought you were writing a new one.
I think I'm going to write one focusing on ChatGPT and ChatZero. But yeah, I've always been against AI. I've never done one on cryptocurrency though. It's not really relevant to what I do.
Real quick, this
Except
is
for
completely speaking of
First
relevant.
time a client asks to pay me in Bitcoin and we tell them to suck a dick though. What?
Is this a wash bowl or a trash bowl?
Ew. What's in it?
Nothing.
It's a.
I had soup in it.
I wash those.
Okay, that's. I didn't want to throw it away if it wasn't trash. It
Look
just
at my
had soup in
nastiness
it.
in my room.
Huh?
Look at the nastiness in my room.
I had soup in it for dinner 2 nights ago. I just forgot to take it into the kitchen. 2 nights. That's it.
Lenny says, I want the last check I write before I croak to bounce.
That's great.
That's a goal.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna.
With the way our world is going right now, though, that seems like a pretty hard
It
goal
probably
to
will.
accomplish because a lot of things don't accept checks anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't written a check in. Holy crap.
Mine's like 10 years.
Yeah. Because I didn't need. As soon as I had my debit card, I stopped using checks altogether. And then everything started going digital. So it's been a decade. My nose check account, I don't have checks for.
Nope.
Good
Yeah,
times.
I'd say it's probably been about 10 years since the last time I wrote a check.
Cool.
That's not true. For a while, I had checks for Mom's checking account that I was paying her rent with. So I was writing a check. But we stopped doing that because her landlord wouldn't fucking deposit them. She would like take 2 weeks to deposit them, and then they wouldn't go through, or something stupid would happen because Mom's like, okay, I wrote this check. It's been like 3 weeks. She should have or she'd wait the entire month, and Mom's like holding on to this money. It was pissing her off. So we just started doing money orders because then the money comes out right away.
I have a check from Grandma.
Yes, you do.
No, I got a new one.
Oh, you got a new one?
This last Christmas, Aunt Pat sent a check. Like, there's a reason why Grandma stopped sending checks is because she knows I won't cash them.
I
know. And so she starts sending cash in the mail.
Oh, see, that's the way to do it. I use electronic checks the bank sends out. Yeah. Hi,
I
Chris.
I didn't know there was electronic checks.
Yeah,
What the
you
hell
can
is
do that.
What is that?
It's a bill pay thing that you do through the app.
Oh, I swipe my debit card. That's all I use. Hey, Chris, how's it going, buddy? Yeah. So I did mess around. Oh, Ron's not here. I did mess around with the draft to digital, and I am now on everything it offers except for 2, which are taking like forever to join. I don't know why. One of them they even say that takes forever.
Yeah.
But my book is now available on Amazon, Barnes and Noble.
Oh, hey.
Under draft to digital as a publisher. I'd rather have my own account though.
Yeah. But still.
So I still have to contact them to figure out how to get that fixed.
But I mean,
at least it's on Barnes and Noble, so
that's something.
yay.
Don't do it.
So I haven't made anything off of it. I haven't really pushed it or marketed it very much.
No,
so.
but just trying to get it figured out and stuff, that's really cool.
Yeah. I'm on Smashwords now, and like something it looks like a French website. Vivlio or something like that. Yeah.
Cool.
Congrats. Well, thanks. It really didn't take much. I just signed up with Draft to Digital. The whole thing with Draft to Digital is kind of cool, but I had to spend a good 45 minutes reformatting my book because apparently it didn't like how Amazon formatted it when I used Kindle Create. So I had to reformat the whole thing so that their system can pick it up correctly. And it worked, but yeah, I'm not sold on it yet. Ingram Spark is probably better only because it has like 4,000 bookstores to put your book in.
Yeah.
Draft to Digital only has the 13 so far. And I disabled the Amazon part because I have my own Amazon account.
Ingram Spark is the one that you have to pay for, right?
Yep, that's $50 up front.
Yeah.
Draft to Digital is free.
Okay, so I know this is completely off topic, but do you remember when I said, I wish your cats liked me and wanted to hang out with me?
Yep, well, now they do.
I take it back.
Yeah, careful what you wish for.
Refund. I refund?
Nope. Sorry.
This cat's
They don't give a
driving
shit.
me freaking nuts. Every time I lean back in my chair, she jumps up on my lap and scratches the shit out of me because I'm wearing shorts.
Yep, and he gets the look in that eye. Ooh, she is giving you some nasty looks.
She's pissed because she knows I'm getting ready to put her down. There she goes.
She ground at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't like it when people fuck with her chi.
Well, stay the fuck off me. I'm busy. It'd be one thing if I were just sitting there and could hold her.
I think I got it.
But I'm not.
Nope,
I'm trying to clean my room because I can't walk through it. And somebody keeps yelling at me for it being a mess, like I'm a child.
Yeah. Oh.
So, since I'm
Anywho.
going on vacation, I don't want to get grounded.
Lenny says Ted Williams, the famous Red Sox player, retired in Florida. That's where people go to die.
Mm-hmm.
He would gas up his car and buy stuff locally and ask if they could take a check. They'd take the check, not cash it.
As it had
Not
his
cash
signature.
it as it had his signature. Right, there you go. It's not that bad boy on eBay. Yeah. I guess that's one way to get free stuff.
Right? Let's see. Is it bad to use
oh
the
my
same
God,
keyword multiple times in your blog post? We often write blogs covering the same topic every year, but with slight changes.
It depends on the topic. If you're writing the same topic every year, then probably, because that is duplicate content, Google will ding you for it. You shouldn't use the same keyword in multiple posts, but I normally have a keyword in mind anywhere from, well, it depends on how long it is, anywhere between, if it's 1,000-word post, and maybe 6 or 7 times, but it changes for how long the post is. Make sure you get your keyword in the headings and title as well, and your slug. So, but no, you can use the same keyword multiple times in a blog, just not saturating it. Because once you start saturating it, then Google will not index it. What?
I'm trying to decide if I can talk about this, or if I will be considered racist, or...
Well, that's a good way to open a topic.
Okay.
My
No.
website and podcast are doing okay. Awesome, dude. Yeah, I haven't been to your website since that first day. I didn't know your podcast was live. I'll have to go check it out.
That's awesome. So, it's a college thing for Airbeth.
Okay.
The selling points. 3,349 student population. 59% students of color. 91% of classes host fewer than 30 students. Those are the selling points of the college. Can you please tell me why the second selling point of the college is 59% students of color?
Probably to demonstrate that they accept that. That way they can't be called out for it.
This bitch.
Yep. Thanks, Comcast. Oh, look, I did it again. I hate Comcast. Really, really. Now we have absolutely nothing. So I don't even know if anybody can hear me or what. I don't know if...
Are you there?
I'm here.
Oh, it came back for a second.
All right. Now it's buffering again.
Okay, let me see.
I don't know if this is gonna work out.
I don't know either. It was fine.
Okay.
Maybe
Oh, it
we're
came
back.
I don't know. I'm so tired of this
Fucking hate
bullshit.
Comcast.
Yeah, once a month. Once a month. Every month it does this to me. At least once. I even tweeted about it today.
Did you? Take to Twitter.
Normally I'll tweet, have I mentioned how much I hate Comcast this month? Today I just wrote, it's time for our normal Comcast outage once a month. Since I moved here, every month. And it's gone again. Oh my God in heaven. This is so frustrating. Is it? No. It keeps going away.
This sucks.
I don't know if this is going to happen.
I don't either. This shit pisses me off.
write an angry rant blog post about it. No, I've done that before.
Yeah.
Now we return you to our regularly scheduled Comcast outage, right?
Exactly. It's the truth.
It's
Like
kind
you
of
were
hard
saying,
to it's
once
kind
a
of hard to
month.
build an audience when your shit keeps falling apart.
Yeah.
See, it's stuff like this where I'm thinking, I don't know. It's really hard to stay motivated to keep doing this shit.
To keep doing stuff.
Yeah,
I get you.
it gets frustrating.
It's super frustrating. I mean, it's just ridiculous knowing that this is
See,
going to keep happening.
And this doesn't help my mental state from earlier
Yeah.
at all. Because now I'm just thinking, now I really am thinking I should
Maybe
just,
it's just better to be done.
yeah. What do you think? You don't care, as long as I love you.
She just wants to be part of the Michael and Shadow show, so she's against it.
Yeah.
She loves the Michael and Shadow show.
Oh, so what's the topic today, guys? We were talking about writing.
We actually were doing pretty good talking about writing.
Till you went on your racist rant.
I wasn't trying to be racist. I was just saying it's sad in the world that we live in that is one of the things that colleges have to advertise. That's what I was trying to say. I think it's sad.
You seen shit on TikTok? Of course it is.
I know. I just think it's sad that we live in a world where that is one of the things that has to be advertised as like the second thing, that you should just expect that.
Sam got to shut down.
Right?
Every time she tried talking about it, that's when it
I
blinked
know.
out. I used to have Comcast and used to have outages every few months. I now have AT&T. I've never had a single outage since moving in last year. When we lived in Westminster, we had CenturyLink. Fiber optic. Never had a problem. A single problem in the 2 years we had it.
It was amazing.
Yeah, I loved it.
But they don't offer it at the new house.
No.
Well, it's not even
here,
new house anymore. Here,
it's all Comcast cable and Xfinity Wi-Fi. Ooh. Xfinity speeds my ass.
Right?
Fucking hate Comcast. I've had Comcast off and on since 1998.
Yep.
Back when they did their 1.5 meg downstream for the first cable modems that I had. Yeah, right? That's wicked fast back then.
I remember.
Even then, that company, Comcast, has been a shit company since 1998.
Yep.
At least for me. But there's no other option.
No.
Because the way ISPs work in any given city, it's almost like the mafia.
Yep.
They carve up the city.
I was gonna say they have certain zones.
And they have monopolies in their zones. So nobody else can bring anything that's
better
high speed
or
here.
Faster or.
Yeah. Instead, they sublet it.
Mm-hmm.
It's bullshit. But that's how monopolies work.
Oh shit! But I just throw away.
They're supposed to be rolling out this new fashion light crap. It's like 5 cables in one, or I don't know. I saw the commercial for it. I wasn't really paying attention. It was supposed to be wicked fast. I'm like, yeah. I'll believe that one to see it.
That hurt
Anyway,
really bad.
What the hell did you do?
I'm wearing shorts because all my clothes are in the laundry. And I went to adjust how I sat in my seat, and my legs are stuck to my chair. So, yeah, wasn't pleasant. I'm okay. Continue. I'll be all right.
It's really, yeah, I can't follow that. I'm like so on the verge of being done. I'm telling you, all day I just have one.
Negative
I just
after
have
another
one.
after another.
Yeah, one craptastic day. That's what I've had today. I thought, okay, well, it's Monday. Let's talk about some writing. Okay, that's cool. Comcast says, oh yeah, I'm not done with you yet, bitch.
It's been Michael and the horrible, very bad. What is it? No good, bad day, or something like that. Why can't I think of the name of that?
Fair.
It's like Alexander and the horrible, no good, very bad day, or something like that.
I'm sorry. Oh, it's Lemony Snicket's. Or what is it? I can't remember
No, the book I'm talking about, and they made a movie from it, is Alexander and the terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I was trying to say it's been Michael
Oh, and see,
and the
mine is
terrible,
more of
horrible, no good,
mine has
very bad
been
day.
mine is more of a series of unfortunate events.
Ah. Okay.
So what's the status on Kingmaker? I can't wait to buy that bad boy. I actually worked on one of the chapters today. Still trying to figure out how to flesh out my character a little bit more. I've added quite a bit to it actually.
Yeah.
I've also made a lot of notes of stuff I'll be adding more to it. So,
You've been working on a little bit every day, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I changed a lot of the wording that was in it. Found a lot of errors.
Yeah.
A lot of adverbs that didn't need to be adverbs. So yeah, I did quite a bit. So that my goal is to have Kingmaker and 7 done before the end of March, so I can get it. I want to get Kingmaker available for buying in April, at the very latest.
Oh, I thought you were aiming for May at the latest.
No. I said I wanted 7 done by March, the end of March.
Okay, maybe that's where I was confused.
Oh. Soon. It will be up soon. Yeah, and I still have to find artwork, huh? Thinking about just pushing out the ebook first and maybe finding somebody cheap to do the cover. Ow.
Yeah.
But you know who I want to have do the cover. I'm not even sure if he'd do it anyway.
I don't know if we would.
At least not in a timely manner. Something you can give me next year. I know what I want it to look like, damn it. In my YouTube feed, the next suggested video is if ghostwriting is good or bad. I don't think I've done a video for ghostwriting. That's what you do with Textbooker. Ghostwriting can be good and bad. With ghostwriting, for the most part, you're paid for just writing. So you don't have to worry about anything. You just write the book and you get paid for it. Problem is that when you're a ghostwriter, you don't get to claim any of that as your work. So like when my company was hiring another writer, I had a few writers that would send in stuff like, I'm a ghostwriter, here's a sample of my work, and then showed me the article that was under somebody else's name. How do I know that he wrote that article if it was under somebody else's name? That's why you can't use it when you're a ghostwriter. When you're a ghostwriter, that shit is gone. It's no longer yours. And so it's bad when you're trying to find a job writing because you can't use it as part of your resume. You can say that you're a ghostwriter, but then that's going to be a blind
you have no way to prove it.
So, yeah, and those are articles that belong to somebody else. So it's good because ghostwriters can make quick money on it. It's bad because, well, it's no longer yours. So there's a reason why my name floods the first 2 pages of Google.
Yep.
Because my name's on everything now. Except for my newest client. That's all his.
Yeah.
But,
That's different.
like I said, it's quick money. It's easy money. But like with Green Geeks, my name's all over that. I've got 5
there you
blogs.
Go. This episode 7 of the podcast when you were doing it with Chris.
Huh?
Is your ghostwriting.
Cool. See Chris do the cover. Don't be putting any more pressure on Chris. He won't do it. Gotta do my own covers
Mike
first.
wants his Mike wants his dad to do it, but his dad won't do it.
I like how Chris has his blog. Chris does all of his artwork for his pictures, his images.
It's amazing.
I think it's awesome. Episode 7. Okay. I agree with Sam. I wouldn't say I like race being stat. If it's a good school, it just should be assumed that a school has kids of color graduating from their school. Yeah, but if you look at all the fucking Gen Zs,
I know.
especially.
Well, but like KDC says next, it's like Michael said though, they probably include that stat to show they have diversity in the school. I just,
Yeah.
I think it's sad in the world we live in that
Inclusivity.
has to be one of the stats. Like,
Yeah, it should be a given.
yeah, it should just be. I don't know. I have a really hard time with not accepting that people are just people, whatever color they are.
I
don't
I
care
have
if
a
you're
hard
purple.
yeah.
I don't care if
Well, it's
you're yellow, white, black, blue. I don't care.
it's like I say all the time. It's like I cannot believe that people are this stupid. And I have such a higher faith in humanity.
I know.
But then I go to TikTok or Twitter and everybody just makes it so
They just
much more
destroy
difficult. Yeah. We're screwed. Oh shucks, thanks guys. You're welcome. No, I
love
the
it,
little-
Chris. think
I
it's
love the
great.
drawings on it. I think it's a brilliant idea and it's unique. I don't think I've
Yeah.
ever seen anybody else do artwork for their own blog.
I
So
love it.
that's your shtick.
This cat is
Anyway.
roasting me.
Probably. She's 20 pounds of black long hair
And I'm
on
wearing
top of a on top of your cow
hoodie.
hoodie.
And it's a cow fleece hoodie. I'm so hot, but I'm doing laundry, so this is literally all I had to wear.
Oh, but yeah, as for Kingmaker, I've been making a lot of notes of stuff I want to fix. I wrote down. Chris had a lot of good ideas I've been going through, and your mom. She hasn't replied since I had her read it again, so I don't know if she had a chance to or not.
I don't know. She was on vacation and then she was doing some other stuff, so I don't know if she got to it.
Oh, but as for that, I'm getting to some. I'm getting to the more meatier parts of the book.
Yeah.
So I want to try fleshing them out a little bit more, I think. But I did go through and I've gone through a couple of my favorite parts of the book, though. So far.
Good.
Can't say much more than that.
That's good. I
It
can't wait until you
was-
finish it and have it out. Like, honestly.
I want to finish it just so I can get started on Fury.
Right?
The second book to it. Like, I have all these ideas of what I want the second book to do. The second book, I think, is going to be the best one out of all four. There's a lot more. Oh, I don't know, because the fourth book is going to be epic. I still think the second one's going to be the best. Just because of what's coming out, what it's entailed in the second book.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm super excited for you to start on that, but you gotta finish.
Oh, yeah. I've been working on it.
And well, I get that you've been working on it. It just takes
it's a
a
tab
long
that
time.
is.
Because
it's a
after you
tab.
get finished rewriting it, you have to have more people reread it just to make sure. You have to, like...
My goal is to make Sam cry at the end of it. She didn't cry, so I know I fucked up.
Yeah, so we've got to make it better.
I don't know if you're going to be emotionally attached to it now, since you know everything that's going on in it.
Okay, how many times have you seen me cry when I've seen the same episode or seen the same thing multiple times, Michael?
Yeah, but that's Daniel Jackson.
It's more than that. Ashley ruined Bones for Airbeth.
Did she really?
Told her she didn't realize that Airbeth hadn't ever seen it and hadn't got that far. So now Airbeth's like, and now I'm all salty, so I haven't watched it. I'm like, speaking of crying.
That's when you. That's good writing.
Mm-hmm.
When you get so attached to a character that you cry when they die.
Yeah.
I want that effect.
And okay, best example. We'll use
I think
another
you
book.
probably would have got more upset if I would have killed off the lizard.
Probably. Well, use another book, for example. I know that a character dies at the end of All the Wares of Pern. Okay? He's never a main character in the series of like 5 books. He's a side character in all 5 books, but he's a very important character in the world on the planet of Pern.
Yeah.
Okay? I have read that book 3 times, and every
I saw that.
every time I've read that book, I cry. Now I just cry leading up to it because I know what's going to happen. Like the first time it happened, it shocked me. I cried after he died, and I hucked the book across the room at my mom. Like I
Oh,
pitched that bitch at
yeah,
her.
you told me that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris says, well, like you were talking about in a recent post in a video a while back, once you get Kingmaker 7 out, you just write one book at a time and not keep splitting your focus. I
Yeah.
think that'll help. I think so too. I think the biggest thing is that I promised to have 7 done and writing Kingmaker at the same time. Doing 2 books, neither one of them, they're not even in the same genre. And so I bounce from one to another and it's taxing. So I think after I do this, I'm not going to do 2 at a time. If I do Kindle Vella after 7, I'm only going to do Kindle Vella once a week.
Yeah.
So kind of like what I did with the
Like
Spare. The
Despair.
cool thing with the Spare is that with the Spare, I had to do the video and audio to that.
Yeah.
So that takes
Whereas
a
if you
lot more time. If I'm
if you
just writing for
do the
Kindle
novella,
Vella, yeah, then you can we can read through it, you can edit it, I can go through it and edit it again, and then post it to Amazon, and we're good to go. So once a week. And then I can spend that whole time writing Fury. So do not joke about killing off the lizard. I will call Pete on your ass. Yeah, I think he's going to wind up being one of the favorite, everybody's favorite character in the book.
Yeah.
In the series, actually, because he's in the next one.
And then Katie C says, I haven't cried in a very long time. That said, Titanic got me the closest to crying when I was younger. Chris says, Titanic made me cry too. It was so damn long. I can't say anything about Titanic.
I was really disappointed. After I thought they would have like steered away from the iceberg. They knew it was coming. I cried watching a YouTube short about a foster dad taking care of his kids. I'm horrible. I don't know. There's times. There's been a few videos like they're like these teen girls getting adopted.
Yeah.
By the foster parent, the guy.
Yeah.
And the whole thing got me. It hits me in the feels. Philip DeFranco does that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Fucker. But no,
I cry over everything. Everything makes me cry.
Nowadays, I cry at the right commercial. There's something seriously wrong with me. There's times where I think I am. That something's wrong with me. I didn't cry at Titanic because I knew it was going to sink. And I knew that 1,200 people were going to die.
Yeah, but that movie makes it super emotional. It's a good movie.
I don't like Leonardo DiCaprio.
I know.
So, I was cheering. I wouldn't let him on the door either. Bye, bitch. But I will have to say this. In the movie that everybody freaks out about, there was plenty of room on the door. She could have saved his life. If you watch the movie closely, he was trying to get up on the door and saw that
sinking.
The additional weight would have sank the door.
Yeah.
So he got off the door to save her life. So all these people that say that there was plenty of room on the door can eat a dick because they weren't actually watching the movie. I'm going to go on a rant on Titanic. I actually cry at the dumbest stuff. I'm ridiculous. Hell, I started to cry at Toy Story 3. I haven't seen it yet. When they were on the conveyor belt. Oh, wait. I have seen that part.
Yeah.
So maybe I have seen it.
I cry. Is it Toy Story 3 where he leaves the toys behind with the little girl? When Andy leaves all his toys with the little girl, I bawled my eyes out.
Is that the one with the rodeo chick? That's 2. Because you find out. That's 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Is 3 the one where they're being chased by Buzz Lightyear's bad guy?
I
I remember Event.
That's in 2 also.
Oh, never mind. All the ladies loved him.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, yeah. Fuck. I never. You know what? Anyway, moving on. Well, I don't feel bad. I thought I was the only one. Cheers to the tears.
Look how happy
Yeah,
your cat is right now, Michael.
Yep. Hey, I cry at some stupid shit.
Yeah.
I don't cry when Daniel Jackson dies, though. I think for me, it has to be. It's more of a realism. If it's more realistic,
Well,
then it gets me.
I know that the very first time we watched it, it did get you a little bit. Because that was before we knew he came back.
I don't remember.
Oh, no, because we did know he came back. And that's why you gave me so much shit.
Yeah.
You're like, he's in
Yeah.
later episodes.
Yeah.
Now, when that happened to Sweets, you did get up.
Yeah. The when Sweets died, that got me.
Yeah.
When Kate died in NCIS,
In
that got me.
NCIS, yeah.
That was, I didn't cry, but it shocked the
It
shit out of
shocked
me. I
the
was like, oh my god.
And then I felt so bad because I thought you knew.
No.
I felt so bad because I thought you knew. And then I remember I'm like, what happened? What's wrong? And you're like, she just, what? And I was like,
It's just-
I thought you knew.
No. Well, I don't feel bad. Okay. That I read. All right.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Anywho. So, but I do have a habit of killing off people in my stories.
Yeah. Mike's really bad about it.
Yeah. But it leads into what happens in book 2, so
Still.
there's a lot of necessary deaths.
You have a problem.
No, I don't. I just... That's the kind of guy I am.
You have a problem.
How do you call it a problem? If it
Because
keeps you
kill
flipping
off
the
the main
pages.
favorite characters. I hate that shit.
Not all of them. Not in Kingmaker. Besides, what other book have I written that I killed off favorite characters?
What other book have you finished?
None. What?
Exactly.
Okay, but you say that I always kill off characters.
You're the one who tells me you always kill off characters.
I do. You have to
Yeah.
read 7. Actually, in 7, one of them don't die. He gets his ass handed to him, but he doesn't die.
No.
Everybody else dies. But they were bad people.
They were very bad people, honestly. I don't know if anybody here has ever read
Probably not.
7.
I'm almost halfway through Greed. And as I'm writing it, I'm like, wow, I remember why I wrote Greed. There's so much to it that I lived through. So
Read what Chris says.
I'm not listening. Earbuds out. Michael always gives spoilers without realizing he's giving spoilers. Giving a thumbs up, but it's safe. I did. You read it. There's no spoiler there. There's no spoiler there. He read it. He read the story you did.
Yeah.
I've only read like 3 books in my life.
I read 3 books this week.
I read The Stand 5 times. Three times with the uncut, twice with the 3 of the uncut, twice with the cut. And every time I read it, I find something new. It's weird. Desperation. That was a good book. Haven't read much of Stephen King's newer stuff. This was back when I was in high school. No, Desperation came out when I was at IRS. Regulators used the same characters as Desperation, but it was a different story. It was kind of weird. It worked. The Bachman books.
You know, I think
Salem's Lot. I read that. I didn't steal that from Dad. Salem's Lot was one of my favorite Stephen King books too.
I think in the 22 years that I've known you, I've never seen you read a single book.
I think a big part of that is because I spend all day reading, and by the time I'm done with my job, my eyes are so burned out, I don't want to do anything else. Because realistically, I probably read. I probably read damn near a book a day with all the shit that I read. It's all technical stuff, but yeah. By the time I'm this time of night, I want to get back into the habit of. No, I was reading Night Shift.
Yeah.
And you ruined one of my books.
It was an accident, and I'm trying to replace it, but I can't find the stupid thing.
Oh, I can find it. $70.
I'm not
on
spending
Amazon.
$70 to replace it.
I
Okay,
wouldn't
I
either.
can't find it in affordable.
I know.
Oh, see, okay. Chris says he hasn't read 7 yet because you spent so many times how cringy the writing was, so he figured that you should wait for the good version.
Well, the good version of what I finished so far.
Lust and Gluttony.
Lust and Gluttony. And I'm working on Greed right now. Hey, Diana.
Hey, Diana.
Yeah, I probably. I am going to rewrite the entire storyline to Pride and Envy. When you told me that Envy was pretty predictable, it kind of upset me. Because I love being unpredictable. And so when she saw it coming, I was like, I'll be changing that shit. And Pride, I just had the hardest time trying to do Pride. I rewrote Pride completely, like 3 times before I published it to Wattpad. I just couldn't get the story right. And even now, that's going to be what I rewrite. It's Envy and Pride. All the other stories are fairly decent, I think.
Why has this been the longest week ever?
This has been the longest week ever. Yeah, right? It's only a Monday. You missed it. We had so many problems with Comcast. Right now we're stable.
For a minute, till you just said that.
Crash! Everything goes down. Oh yeah, Michael will be proud. I finished my action story and got a B.
Awesome. Good
It
job.
had death, blood, and an unhappy ending.
Hey.
Bam!
Good job.
Horror writers unite. Cool. Well, I saw on Discord that you finished it. But she has a habit of writing to me at 11 o'clock at night. And by then, I'm usually in bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Got to be on it. Nice. She said a kid's book. It's a kid's book with death, blood, and unhappy ending. Look at Bambi.
Right?
That's a kid's cartoon. There's death and blood in it. Well, it wasn't blood. There was death, though. But that's cool. Good job. See, I told you could do it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I think I am going to, after I finish 7, I'm going to wind up rewriting the rest of the other 2 books, too. I want to expand Predator and Prey, and I really want to dive into the fan fiction of Beginning and the End for Star Trek. So. Can you see? Yeah, that's who dies? The kids. Now you have to write a children's story with a happy ending. No, I don't.
No, I don't think he's capable.
I'm not. There's no way I could write a children's book without a clown coming up, eating the kids. That's what would happen. I'd start with a kid story, and then my imagination is warped and twisted, and somebody would eat something.
You'd write the books like... I follow this... Okay, so I don't get on TikTok very often. But one of the people I follow on TikTok orders these books from Amazon that are like supposed to be kids' books that are dirty as hell. Like they're just like There was one that she read on TikTok about swingers. Jack and Jill just like to swing and hope that
Oh, I could do something with that.
that's so she does. So she finds these books that are published, that are children's books that are awful. They're so they're so dirty, and she's so funny because she gets on there and she's like, "Hello, fuckers. This is the story we're doing. I'll show you one." It's amazing. So you can write stories like that, and she does them. She reads them on TikTok, and they're amazing.
Maybe I could do something with green eggs and ham. Animal characters. Miss Piggy gets killed.
No.
That's where the ham came from. Blended with Kermit, so there's the green.
No. Michael.
Oh, what's red and green and goes around in a circle at 300 miles an hour?
Kermit.
Frog in a blender. Anyway.
That was really bad.
Okay. Happy ending. Smirk, giggle, snort. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't easy, and I didn't like it. Oh, see, and that's why authors usually have a preferred niche. It's what you like to write most of. A happy ending is where no one dies in Michael's book. I don't think I can do a happy ending that way. There'll be something sad going on because life is depressing. Action story wasn't for children. It was just a short story for my class. Oh, don't even get me started about children's books these days. That's a separate rant. My professor is very tough. He's made a lot of people cry. I almost cried last semester. Almost. Well, if you're going to be a writer, you got to develop a thick skin. Because you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. There are going to be people that hate for the sake of hating. In fact, I just wrote a post for Buy Me Coffee people about knowing the difference between criticism and trolling.
Well, that's Mike's favorite saying all the time.
You can't please 100% of the people 100% of the time.
Yep.
Oh. Hey, look. We've actually talked about writing for the majority of the day.
What?
No one else talked about their writing except for Diana. I think that's awesome that you got a B on it.
Yeah.
A B for something you didn't even like to write. Good
That's
job.
amazing. Especially from a tough professor.
Yeah. Well, I already write for a living, so it doesn't bother me that much. I'm just new to fiction writing. Yeah, it's a little bit different. Like when it comes to a blog post or something like that for like WriterSanctuary or Crossing Colorado, even Colorado Plays, it's all content that is based on fact and actual, this is how it's done. Especially with Colorado Plays and stuff, the most popular articles on that website are the how-tos for OBS and how to use it. So it's really hard to fuck those up. But when you start using your own imagination and trying to tell a story, it's a whole different ball of wax.
Yeah, it is.
Because now you're trying to engage the reader to keep flipping the pages. So it's you're there to entertain. So it's a lot more difficult than just whipping out a blog post. But they do, a lot of them have a lot of similarities to it. So like a blog post, you want to grab the reader's attention within 15 seconds. Otherwise, they're going to click off the page and go somewhere else. Same thing with a book. You have the first 2 sentences to hook somebody before they say, I can finish this later, and never come back to it.
That's not true. I've powered through a couple chapters typically before I make that decision.
Have you finished someone's book yet?
Huh?
Have you finished someone else's book yet?
Fuck off. I've read a few chapters. I'm pretty sure I'm farther than you.
Robot Chicken beat you to that, Michael. It was a fat loss episode, and Miss Piggy jumped into a fire.
How have I not seen that Robot Chicken
She lost
episode?
the most weight. I love Robot Chicken.
I love it. How have I not seen that episode?
Our next story is a crime story that's going to be even harder to write. I never watch or read crime.
Oh my goodness, I love true crime stuff. Love it.
Inkitt isn't the crime one.
Oh.
I did start a crime one, but I can't remember where I put it.
You deleted that shit. That's the one that I liked so much. I read the first 2 chapters of, was
when I
super
was
involved in it, and you said,
when I
fuck
was
this, and
lived
deleted it.
when I lived in Denver.
No, it was...
No, it's when I had my apartment. It's when I first started writing it.
Oh, that's not what I'm talking about then.
Which one did I delete then? We were tied to the chair, right? At the very beginning of it?
Yeah, that was in Sterling.
No. No.
What
That
one
was
did you
a
write in
long
Sterling
time
that you
ago.
deleted? With the chick and the detective. And the psionic powers.
That's when I lived in Denver. That was almost 20 years ago.
I swear I read it in Sterling.
No. We just started dating after that, after I started writing that.
Oh. Wow. I'm old.
Yeah. Made an impression on her.
It did. Okay, it's been 20 fucking years and I can still tell you what it was about, so.
The cool thing is that I could probably still write that. I remember that story quite vividly. Maybe I should. I think it's probably how I opened it.
Yeah.
The opening sentence, or the opening paragraph. Oh, let's see.
For
I
a
agree.
long
Michael
time,
fiction is
I
more
stopped
difficult.
reading what Michael would write because he'd be like, okay, I'm working on something new. Get like a chapter, 2 chapters into it, let me read it and be like, what do you think? And I'm like, oh, I love this. I can't wait till you do the next one. That's great. And then he'd be like, never mind.
Fuck it.
You suck.
Well, you can't trust someone you're in a relationship with because they're just gonna blow smoke at your ass.
I'm not going to lie about whether something's good or not when I read it.
Yeah, well, you lied to me about gaining weight. You didn't see that I was 300 plus pounds.
That's a whole different thing than a book.
Nope.
Yes, it
That's
is.
deception either way. Anyway, fiction is way more difficult than blogging or writing a nonfiction article. I absolutely agree. I'm taking a literary.
Wow.
I am taking
and
a
theory
literary
course.
and theory course. The last short story I wrote was a man with an alcohol addiction and dad issues. He ends up taking fentanyl in the end. Aren't you supposed to smoke it?
No.
You took it in the end. That took you way too goddamn long.
Yeah, it did.
I watch true horror stories. Those are like chocolate. Well, there you go. Fiction brings out the darkness in all of us. Oh, there's. I had a hard time writing Wrath.
Why?
Because it was domestic abuse.
Oh, yeah.
And what happens in it just really kind of bugged me a little bit. Like, fuck, I'm dark. I agree. I'm not a fiction guy, but I enjoyed beta reading Kingmaker so much that I ended up writing a fan fiction for it. Nice. An end credit scene, basically half a page. It was exhausting to write. Okay, now I gotta read it, dude. You gotta send it. It's easy to write fiction when I'm in love with one of the characters. You go fan fiction doesn't count. Still need to work on my own story about a woman who had nocturnal postpartum depression in the 1960s. Just watch Sherlock Holmes. The old from the 1950s or 1980s if you like color. What about Scooby-Doo? Scooby-Doo for your inspiration for a crime novel?
Hey.
Actually, I could write pretty much anything, so I could probably turn a... Oh, man. Can you imagine what I could do with a Scooby-Doo themed murder mystery?
Oh my goodness. It might be entertaining.
There's a few things I can guarantee. Half of them are going to die.
Jinkies.
I think Fred's going... no, I'd kill Fred. I'd definitely kill Scooby. In the most gruesome way possible. I'm already working on it in my head.
Oh, jeez.
I get zoinks. I get it's like someone was asking me, how do I deal with writer's block? I'm like, I don't ever have writer's block.
You know how Mike deals with writer's block? He switches stories.
Jump from one to another. Kill Fred twice. I could too. Oh, see, if he was in Kingmaker, they could kill him, and then be brought back to get killed again. You can't kill the MC. Depends on who the MC is. Who said that Fred was going to be the main character? It could be the bad
And
guy.
Mike will kill off the damn it. Ugh.
When have I ever killed off a main character?
I'm not saying you won't. That's what I'm saying.
Have you guys heard of Tintin? It's a British detective comic series. I have. I've heard of Tintin. I guess I've consumed more crime stories than I thought. There you go. I get inspiration from unsolved mystery shows. The Unexplained, it's on Netflix right now, has given me a ton of fucking ideas.
I love
Like,
that show.
I so want to get to a point where all I do is write books because I would pump them out nonstop. I have so many fucking ideas for that show. There goes dropping spoilers without realizing it again.
I don't
Oh
even know
no,
what you're talking about.
I realized it. Nobody watches my channel anyway, so it doesn't matter. The people that do watch my channel have already read it.
I've read the book.
I won't say what's going to happen in Fury, though. Fury is the official title of Book 2. So, and by the title, for those of you who had beta read Kingmaker, you probably get what Fury is going to be about. But I won't go into detail on it.
Yeah, you need to stop. I yell at you for that all the fucking time.
Want me to spoil Book 4?
Don't make me come in there.
I've got bits and pieces planned out for all 4 books, or I guess the next 3 books. I mean, you're spoiling the next book without realizing you're doing it. No, there's a lot of good, there's a lot of cool parts that I wish I could talk about in Fury that I can't, because it's going to be it's another Easter egg ish.
See?
Kinda.
Earbuds out. You just
No,
need to
I won't.
stop talking about it.
Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about it.
Give him a thumbs up.
It's awesome. I hope that someday you can become a full-time fiction writer and make your dreams come true. Me too. Because, you know, like I kind of said it before, and I'm like, now that I think about it, it was like all kinds of, I wouldn't call it conceited, narcissistic maybe. It sounded kind of narcissistic, but based on what Stephen King produces in a day when he writes his books and what he's talked about, I bet I could outright Stephen King, and not quality wise.
Not quality.
Yeah, Stephen King is a legend I will never be able to reach, but productivity wise, I could write twice as much as he does. This is because when I start going, I just fucking go.
Yeah.
And he does like, I think he said like 2,000 words a day. I'm like, shit, I can do 2,000 words before lunch. I am a writer. That's what I do. Now, are they going to be on the same level of Stephen King's books in popularity and awesomeness? Probably not. But, I don't know. That Kingmaker is one of my favorite stories I've ever done. This series of books is my favorite so far. And I had a big thing for 7 when I first wrote it.
Yeah.
So
and then
I
you
still
reread it, and
yeah, it was kind of cringy. But there's parts of 7 that I'm like, God damn, this is actually pretty good. It was written at a different time in my life, so you can definitely tell the difference. But the series for Kingmaker is definitely, I don't know if I want to be able to top it.
yeah.
Yeah, well, that's how I roll. I still have to write a decent Western. I like the crate, and I think I'm going to expand the crate.
I like it. Oh, hey,
This is
Patrick.
why. Hey, Patrick, how's it going? This is why author trope is horrible. So many authors spoil stuff before their books are even finished. I didn't say. You have no idea who's in Fury. That's all I'm going to say. But Patrick gave me the idea to write a Western. And so I'm thinking, I really want to expand on the crate. Now, the crate is a Western short story that I did for Vocal Media. But it was so laden with Easter eggs that if you didn't know anything about despair, you wouldn't get most of the references in the book or in the story. So I really want to expand the crate and do something much larger, Western, kind of like a Western / Gothic horror. Because the part where he shoots the wraith and it goes through the wraith and hits his friend,
Yeah.
that was one of my favorite parts of that story. If I die, shoot Billy in the face. Why do you argue? I'm just saying.
It's not even a.
Well, the crate's already on vocal. You read it. I'm just saying I would love to expand on the crate. Do you ever write blogs on love? No. How's it going, Patrick?
Give him a thumbs up again.
Do you ever write love stories? I have actually. I've done romance before, not very often, and very very select few.
Yeah.
Like I will write romantic stuff on a rare occasion. And
Hey, Angela.
yeah. Hey, Angela. How come everybody's got pink hands? Is there something going on today? Michael doesn't strike me as a romantic type of guy. Oh, what a bitch. Oh, yeah? You have no idea.
He is.
Gosh. I can be.
He can be.
I'm actually quite amazing when I put in the effort. Michael, I love you, man, but I was so bummed when you spoiled the Easter egg and crate. 99% of the fun is Easter egg is not knowing there's an Easter egg. But I thought you already read it. That's the whole... I thought you read the crate. So that's one of the reasons why I brought it up.
See, it's a pink hand. It's just there.
Why? Okay, everybody's got pink fucking hands.
It's because it's there. It's waving high.
When is that like? Oh, it is. It's like the first one on there.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. I know. Okay, I'll stop spoiling books.
No, he won't.
I'm just. I'll try. But yeah. So anyway. I don't know what to say now.
Whatever.
Everybody's giving me crap for spoiling my book. It's just so awesome. And then in book 4,
Michael.
Michael, don't ever call me that again. Rude. What I call her?
I don't know.
I can't remember what I called you. There was this couple I was teaching today. They were just like the hundreds of other couples I taught. The guy is passive and sometimes introverted. The girl is passionate and sometimes extroverted. That's a match made in hell. Great. Now it's emoji time. The stream will go downhill fast from here. Is there an emoji for underwear? What do we got? Oh, hey, look. No, I thought that was a typewriter, but not. It's a cat in a box.
What?
Anyway, and I haven't even been drinking, so there. I don't even have an excuse.
Oh. You called her a bitch.
Oh,
Sorry, that's
or what
my
was the
fault.
context?
We
was the-
use
What was
that
the context?
we use that word a lot,
What a bitch.
not in a rude way.
I don't remember what the context was.
When
Sorry.
she said you don't seem very romantic.
Oh.
Or you
Did I
don't?
say something like, bitch, please?
I don't know. I wasn't paying.
I don't know. I don't remember. Sorry.
But
I
yeah,
don't.
we use that word all the time, not in a derogatory way.
Fuck, we don't. Depends on the person, I guess. Anyway, it's a term of endearment around here.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Oh, the girls are already to brush.
That was quick. I guess it's been an hour and 15.
Yeah.
Oh, anywho. So you use a cat in a box too?
I didn't mean to.
How do you not mean to put an emoji?
I meant to hit erase it because I didn't see that you'd posted it until I'd already selected it. Because like it's a what? Cat in a box? Oh, and I clicked on it, and then I meant to hit the delete button, and I hit the enter button instead.
And you didn't hit the delete.
No, I
That's
hit
how it
enter.
goes. Oh, there you go. There's a cat in a box.
Cat in box.
Got it.
Got it.
I think the statement opposites attract has some truth to it. Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it really does.
Alrighty. Now that I've spoiled, I don't know how many books for myself.
Right?
I don't think I spoiled anything.
Yeah, because you don't realize it.
No, I didn't say a damn thing about Fury. Mic drop.
Okay. Anyway.
Okay, let's do our aspiration card and be done, I guess.
I don't like those. Are they almost done yet?
Getting close, I think.
Good.
Let me check. Okay, so this last week our daily affirmations were, my potential to succeed is infinite. Yeah, I like the other ones better.
Yeah.
Oh, halfway.
Seriously?
Yep. Alrighty. Oh, here's one that I should listen to.
Finally,
go.
we got halfway and we finally got one that you should listen to.
Yeah. Alrighty. Every couple I've seen are opposites of each other. Anyway, so the next one here is, I can do anything, but not everything.
That is something you need to listen to.
Right? I'm always trying to save the world. Or I'm always trying to add more to my plate. I can do everything all at once. That's my predicament. That's why I'm working on 2 books, 5 blogs, 3 YouTube channels, the podcast, a live stream,
Way too much shit.
writing 2 books. Did I say that already?
Yeah, I think so.
I've had 4.5 hours of sleep. Yeah. Anywho, so that's that's the affirmation for this week. I can do anything, but not everything.
I like that one.
Yeah. All right. See, and you were complaining.
It's the first one out of half a box that I've liked.
Right. All right, it is 8:16. I think we're going to wrap this up. The problem is I need to figure out if I'm extroverted or introverted. Who is my opposite? I don't know. Yeah, I've also found that people who call themselves one or the other aren't.
Yeah.
You see that a lot on Twitter. I'm an extroverted introvert. How the fuck does that work? That is a contradiction.
Yeah. Maybe you should learn what each one of those mean.
Yep, it's like phobia. An intense and irrational fear.
Yes.
I could go out a rant for phobia.
Yes, you could, and you do.
And I do. Oh, it upsets me so much. Anyway, that card was the best one. I think so.
Yeah.
I think that was especially for me. Alrighty. Well, thank you very much for hanging by. And for those of you who are watching the replay of this, if you're curious, A Freelancer's Tale is available on Amazon in paperback and ebook formats. It's a story about how I got started as a freelance writer, starting with content mills all the way up into what I do today. The link is in the description down below. And I've also got it on... I need to add that link.
What?
Because I have drafted digital now.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got like... it's in Apple, it's on Barnes and
All
Noble,
sorts of things now,
Smashwords.
so-
Yeah, it's all over the place. So, phobia is fear of something, right? Yes, a phobia is an intense and irrational fear of something. Arachnophobia. Arachnophobia isn't like, oh, you're just afraid of spiders. No, arachnophobia, people will piss themselves.
Yeah.
Dad is arachnophobic. Yeah, Dad is the epitome of arachnophobia. You can't handle spiders at all.
At all?
No, he made me crawl underneath the house to do the water, the heating vents underneath the house on 13th Street
Yeah.
because he was afraid there was going to be spiders in the crawl space.
What
And
would
there
be
were.
What would be the fear of glitter?
I don't know.
Because Ashley, for years, had an intense fear of glitter. She would stand there and cry. She couldn't even run away. You'd get the glitter out, and she'd stand there and cry.
Kind of like everybody's fear of silk.
Yes.
Then there's the fear of I can't remember what it's called, but it's the fear of somewhere out there in the world there's a duck staring at you.
Right? We
That's an
looked up a
actual fear.
whole bunch of phobias one day. They're nuts.
We should just read that card every week.
Yeah.
Yeah. I read it every day. Okay, I'm just saying I've only ever been called a bee when people hate me, so it sounds harsh. Oh, no. If I hated you, you'd know it if I hated you.
Yeah.
I have a mouth like a drunken sailor. I'm sorry that you took offense to it, but
Yeah.
that's not what it was intended. So,
Again, we
42, the answer to the universe. Are you just randomly? I think Patrick just randomly throwing shit out there.
awesome.
Or the fear of 42? Spiders are everywhere? Yes, they are. Huntsman spiders. Those big fuckers are about the size of a dog.
I think so.
Yeah. I would never live in Australia. Most of the creatures in Australia want to kill you.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good here in the mountains. I just have rattlesnakes and bears. Diana, some people curse casually without any intention of being mean. Yep. Oh, I'm telling you, I have a mouth like a drunken sailor. I have a mouth like a drunken pirate who just got all of his booty. Arius. Start doing a pirate voice. I'm telling you, we need to get Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun. Sea of Thieves would be super fun.
Aria. I think any pirate game would be fun.
Yeah.
Shit, I talk like this on Raft.
Yeah, you do.
I be building my raft with my girls, and that by itself is an adventure.
Oh my god, I can't play that game with you guys.
I have friends who curse more than they can speak fluent English. I used to know how to curse in 9 different languages, including Navajo, Japanese, German, French, Klingon.
Right?
I still know a lot of Navajo. Yeah, but if you swear all the time, those words lose their meaning. Exactly.
Exactly. That's kind of the point.
They're just words, like George Carlin, the late great George Carlin. They're just words. It's the racist asshole who's using them. Bad intentions, bad thoughts, and words.
It's sad that you have that memorized.
Oh, it's George Carlin. Of course I have it
I
memorized.
know.
He was my hero. I was watching George Carlin back when I was like fucking 12.
Right?
Yeah, Patrick knows. See? Yep. Alrighty, we're gonna call it a night. Thank you guys
Okay.
for stopping by. It's not the
Anybody who
words, but the
watches us
intentional emotion behind them.
on
Yep, exactly.
Tuesday nights, we will not be here because I will be in Spokane.
Oh, that's right. There's no podcast tomorrow.
No podcast tomorrow night.
I have a Tuesday off.
Yes, you do. And you'll have the house to yourself.
Well, what am I gonna do with myself? For how long?
3 days. Maybe you can learn how to use
dancing in the living room naked.
You will not.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
You can learn how to use the 3D printer.
I could. Oh yeah, Patrick, we got a 3D printer. We have an Ender 5 Plus.
I don't have anything that's been printed. And we don't know how to use it. We've been breaking shit left and right.
I think my first print's going to be a 10 millimeter from Fallout 4 to go with my Halloween costume.
Yeah.
Because I already have Pip-Boy.
We actually told Airbeth to call you the other day when she was having a fit.
She was
she was
having a hard time. I said, you do know that your Uncle Patrick would probably help you, right?
So.
She was having the hardest time.
It's rough. We've had a really hard time. I have something printing right now. I'm really worried it's not actually working right now, but I'm scared to go check.
Yay. That's okay. We're using up all the temp stuff that comes with the printer.
Oh, so. No. I'm printing in glow in the dark.
Oh.
That's why I'm scared.
You should test print it first.
We did. It was working. So.
Cat. Anywho, thank you guys for watching. I'll be back next Monday. Yep. And there's no Crossing Colorado video tomorrow.
Okay, bye guys.
Words have meaning, but you can write the B word and still have it mean multiple different things. Yeah. Yeah, I think out of everything, bitch is probably one of the least. I don't know. I don't know. I use it quite a bit. So. Huh. Who's a grubby bastard? Anyway. Okay, everybody have a great week. Have a great week. For those of you, careful of the weather. It's supposed to be cold, so may the force be with us. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next Monday.